we all have decided to live together as a country. And I think, even though Article 44 is only in the directive principles, I really think it's time that we all get together and say, yes, we need to have laws which bind this country. What are the things which really bind the country? I think law is one of the fundamental things which says, we are one nation, we have one law. I can't speak as a representative of the Christian community because tomorrow somebody can pounce on me and say, how dare you speak on behalf of Christianity? I'm speaking in my personal capacity. Also as a Christian, but not in my official capacity. Why shouldn't Christians follow a common civil code in India? Why not? As far as I'm concerned, there should be no difficulty. There was an intervention of the Supreme Court in a famous Mary Roy case, the inheritance law of the Christians, under which only the sons inherit. You'd be surprised, in spite of the Supreme Court law, even today, only the sons inherit. There was an intervention of the Supreme Court. It said, if the father has not divided the property, and if he has not left a will, then of course, the girl child also gets a right, not otherwise. If the father has left a will, or if the father has apportioned his property among all the sons, there is nothing that anybody can do. Even the Supreme Court didn't strike it down. It said, if you have not left a will, you have not apportioned your property, then of course the girl child also gets right. I think things need to change. I think every Christian child, irrespective of a boy or a girl, male or a female, should be able to inherit. I think we need to make that change. And I do not see anybody in the Christian churches objecting. You have some problems on the marriage law. As of now, actually there is no problem, because even the church accepts that all marriages registered in churches also should be registered in the civil authority. There is not a problem. Today every marriage which is registered in the church is also being registered in the civil authority. Number 3, there is some issue on the divorce law. And the Anglican Church started on the issue of divorce. King Henry, he wanted to have a divorce and marry somebody else, and the Catholic Church said no, and that is how the Church of England broke away from the Vatican. The Catholic Church doesn't permit divorce and a remarriage. Now, let me tell you the practices of Christians. I was the district collector of Kottayam, and some of you know, when I was the district collector of Kottayam, Kottayam became the first town in the country to become 100% literate. 100% literate. Now, if you take an issue of family planning, which I really think is extremely important in India, the Catholic Church says no to family planning, any form of family planning. But look at actually the ground situation in Kerala. I do not think there is one Christian family in Kerala which does not practice family planning. So, the directive of the church is very clear, no family planning, and mind you, Christians in Kerala are very church-going, conservative, practicing Christians, but every family, Christian family in Kerala has adopted family planning. Every family. In fact, the replacement, we are not even having children to replace existing population in Kerala. Then the percentage of Christianity, we were 22% earlier in Kerala, now we are down to 18%. So, I do not think that people have a problem in having a law which obviously was traditionally not approved by the Vatican, but people have started practicing it because they said it is practical. I can tell you, knowing the public sentiment in Kerala, after being an IAS officer in Kerala for 30 years, after being an MLA there, after being the Union Minister for Tourism, people at large, at least the Christian community, is completely willing to accept a common civil code. I think the faster you come out with it, we would all be happier. I think we need a society which can be binding, and let me tell you, this government has shown the courage to do it. They have shown the courage.